Tensions between Israeli forces and Palestinian militants are growing.
That's right. A new round of missiles were fired overnight from Gaza. This is in retaliation for ongoing heavy airstrikes from Israel. The militant group Islamic Jihad says another commander died in this strike. 3 others were killed earlier this week. Palestinian health officials say at least 25 people died in the latest round of fighting, and that includes civilians.
CBS News contributor Robert Berger is with us now. He's there in Jerusalem. Robert, Egypt has been trying to broker a ceasefire between the Israeli and Palestinian sides. Tell us how those efforts are going and what needs to happen still.
Well, as the Egyptian foreign minister put it just a short time ago, we haven't achieved what we hoped to. So these ceasefire talks have hit a glitch. That is to be expected. Both sides have their demands. There's a feeling that there probably will be a ceasefire in the next day or two, but Israel, of course, is demanding an end to rocket fire. In exchange, and this is the hitch, the Islamic Jihad wants Israel to stop targeting its leaders and its commanders, something Israel has refused to do because it sees those targeted attacks, those targeted killings of those commanders as an effective deterrent and weapons. So it's going to take some creative diplomacy to bridge that gap.
And we're just looking at some of the footage of the aftermath of these attacks, Robert. As we've mentioned previously and discussed today, Israel forces killed another Islamic Jihad commander. Remind us who this group is and what kind of relationship they have with Hamas, which itself has been in conflict with Israel.
Islamic Jihad is considered to be even more radical than Hamas, even though both groups are on the State Department's list of terrorist organizations. And both groups seek Israel's destruction. But the key is that Islamic Jihad is backed by Iran, and Iran is really a prime mover of regional instability. So while Hamas and Islamic Jihad, they have similar goals, they're emerging as rivals right now as to how to conduct the ongoing resistance against Israel. And Iran is pushing the jihad for confrontation, and the group is paying a heavy price.
Oh, Robert, as we're talking about Hamas, most people who have maybe tuned into the conflict in the past would assume that they were much more involved in this conflict, but they're actually sort of staying on the sidelines. Talk to us about what's going on.
Well, Hamas, I'd say that Hamas is taking a more pragmatic approach right now than the Islamic Jihad. Hamas has already fought 4 devastating wars with Israel, and it's also overseeing the reconstruction of the territory, which is bringing in billions of dollars in revenues. And Hamas also has aspirations to take over the West Bank from the U.S.-backed Palestinian Authority. So Hamas is staying on the sidelines. They have a lot to lose right now, militarily, politically, and economically by entering another military adventure with Israel.
Very interesting. All right, Robert Berger, thank you.
Okay, thank you.